video? Can I have my video camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Willow, we're not going to do this camera.
Can I have my video phone?
Yeah.
Wait, I have this up. Do you want to use my other phone?
Yeah.
Because I got this one.
What's up, everybody? I think we're live. I think we're live here. So trying to get it straightened out. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna assemble a brand new blower that I got. I bought it a couple weeks ago. Got it on super duper sale. Me and the kids are gonna do this together, so you'll hear them some too as well. River, would you like to go around and hand me some parts? Will, you gonna hand me some parts? So we got a brand new blower. It's another steel that I found on eBay. So it's gonna be awesome. I've always been curious about this type of blower. So we're gonna put it together here live on the stream and we'll see how it is. So Willow, you gonna come around here and hand me some parts? Come around this way.
Yeah.
We'll come around this way in the box.
Yeah.
Hand me some parts.
Well, hand me some parts, okay?
You ready? You hand me some parts out of the box?
Here's some parts out of the box. Come on the table.
Hand me something. All right, Willow's gonna hand me some parts. Here, so.
Cool, Pops.
Here.
Yep.
You hand me that?
Yep.
All right, so we're building something. I don't know if y'all got any clues here. We're building something new. Will you hand me another thing? Look what we got here. So those of y'all, I'll get in the chat and stuff in a minute once we get done building some stuff. Check it out. I got.
Yep. Look, we got this new tube.
Yep. Got another battery here. So what this is this is a Ryobi.
I didn't know we had two batteries.
Yeah, we got two batteries.
Have one battery with the charger.
So, River, let's snap this on here. Let's make sure we get it the right way. It's gonna go like this.
Whoa. Do we still got some more parts, Pa?
Press it.
We still got some more parts, Dada? Still got
I think we're still not right spot yet. Hang on.
Oh man, 9 parts left, but
So we're working on assembling this thing, and there we go, baby. So what this is I got a super good deal on this on eBay. The kids put some stickers, but these Ryobi 40 volt. I guess technically this is used, and I just noticed right now. It only has one little tab holding this bottom tube on there. It feels tight, so I don't think that would be a problem, but that's one thing I noticed right off the bat. But anyway, I've been super curious about this type of blower. I've been super curious about this type of blower because of this housing right here. It's all like lined with foam and stuff inside. And so what that does is it's hopefully gonna make this super quiet. So I've always wanted to like try one. And like I said, I got it for a super good, I think I ended up paying like $168 or something on eBay. And that's with the 2 batteries and the charger and all that stuff. So that's pretty sweet, So in this tip, you like cut it for different like powers that you want, or different. This would be like. So the battery, you want to pop it on here?
Yeah.
So. It does seem quiet. Don't press turbo, just.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it does seem very quiet, even right off the bat. Let me make sure this audio's working. I'll turn it off my phone. Yeah, it's working. So I'm gonna keep that down, but just because I'm like, well, I have the stream over here on my phone. River, that's enough, bud. So what this does is you cut this piece for like different miles per hour that you want. You know, obviously the wider it gets, the more CFM you're gonna get, but you're gonna lose miles per hour. But anyway, so the deal is with this blower is that, you know, I feel like, which I love the Milwaukee line, obviously. I don't plan on changing or leaving from that, but this specific blower, because it's the Whisper series, just because of like how quiet it is, and with turbo button, it does have a ton of power, 730 CFM or whatever, which I probably will not use the turbo button anyway, but I've been very curious. I've been very curious about this specific blower for a long time, just because of, like I said, because of how quiet it is. With this housing is foam lined, and so it's a really cool design that like really quiets this down. And just, you know, I got it for such a good deal. I'm like, hey, we got to try this out. If I don't like it, I'll sell it in the spring. Because I'm pretty much a sold out Milwaukee fan, but you can't say Milwaukee's the best if you haven't tried the other things out there, right? And yeah, so me and River and the gang, we're gonna give this Ryobi 40 volt blower a try coming up this season. You know, and I'm pretty excited about that. I love it. You know, the quieter stuff is, hey, the better. And it actually, you know, I think this delivers, you know, without the turbo button, it's probably pretty comparable to the Milwaukee blower, but I just want to give it a try because, you know, even the electric blowers are still a little loud. You know, like the string trimmers and stuff are quiet, but sometimes the blowers, you know, can still be the loudest thing. Obviously, it's not as loud as a gas one, but this unit, this specific unit, this is a 730 CFM unit. This specific unit has always like intrigued me basically when I've seen it. Just like the design of it and how they make it quiet and all that. Just it's always interested me. So I'm like, well, let's pick it up. We'll try it out. It comes with two 4 amp hour batteries and a rapid charger. And like I said, I didn't pay a lot of money for it. I think I paid like $170 or something, like out the door, like everything. Now again, I mentioned before, but it does have one of the tabs that holds the tube on is kind of broke, which that's not really good, but it seems to hold tight on there even with one of the little tabs for now. So I think it'll be great. I think, like, I don't think this is gonna come off anyway. You know, if I had to, I could probably like glue this on there or something like that. And I'm certainly willing to do that if I need to, but anyway, maybe it'll just be fine like it is. Supposedly it's a used blower, but it looks brand new other than that little tab thing that I told you about on this tube. And I probably could just replace this tube, which would have a new little tab thing, you know, if I wanted to. But anyway, I'm actually pretty excited about this blower. Something that I noticed, here, River, let's set this down. We're gonna take the battery off here. I don't know much about the Ryobi batteries or the blower. River, hang on, we're gonna set this down on the ground. We're done with this for now. So something I noticed is like this charger. River, you can press this button if you want to light it up, but we're not going to put it on the blower. We're going to leave it off. Something I noticed is that this charger, 100% of the time while it's charging a battery, the fan runs in the charger and it's kind of loud. So that's not a deal breaker, but that's just something I noticed different from the Milwaukee. Milwaukee's really quiet. Something I think is cool. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but listen. So like the batteries, they like lock onto the charger, which I think maybe that's cool, maybe not. Like, so it won't like come off. I feel like, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. I feel like, you know, like on the Milwaukee, it's kind of nice that you can just slide it off. There's no reason for it to really be locked on the charger. But, so that's something else I noticed. Again, it's got two 4 amp hour batteries that come with it. And it's 40 volts. So the total watt hours is 144 watt hours per each one. And the watt hours is really one of the most important factors because that's like the voltage and the amp hours kind of put together.
Flip this one.
So, yeah, so River wanted to pop this one on there. So, yeah. So again, I hope that tube doesn't give me any problem, but other than that, you know, everything seems good. Now, we got some more stuff though. Got some more stuff to open. So right now, so we're gonna set this down. Oh look, check it out. This is what I was talking about. Y'all check this out. This is like, I wonder if this is one of the tabs that was on that blower tube. It's like in the box, it just must have broke off in shipping somehow or something. I don't know. That's
chocolate.
Probably not the best, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. So, yeah, I mean, I got the box down here. It's just, that's odd. It's pretty odd, but anyway. Like, it still has a little like a little tab that's kind of holding the tube. But really just one for the most part. But anyway, we got some other stuff we got to open up here. So, oh look, I got the manual and stuff with it too. Again, that's the only downside, like if you get this eBay or something, you know, like let's say I bought this blower new from Home Depot, you know, I could just go and swap out this blower, you know, on that little tab, but I did pay like half, I paid like half as much. So hey, maybe it's worth it to, you know, not have it. But if I really, really like this specific blower for some reason, you know, I could always sell this one, go to Home Depot, buy a brand new one, you know what I mean? But I figured just to try it out, I don't even know if I really like this particular unit, it'd be cool to just, you know, buy one on eBay used. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so another thing. So I have a podcast called Lawn Care Talk, and over the summer, all the way into the expo, my man Cameron, Lawn Care Life in Missouri, check out his YouTube channel. He did a challenge, challenging me, a few others, to do as many podcasts as we could, like audio podcasts leading up to the Equip Expo. And we did it. We did the challenge, and I ended up winning the challenge. And then Cameron sent me this, and I go into so this is the Zoom PodTrack P4, so it really will bump up my professionalism, you know, on the podcast. So that's really cool. So, you know, he sent me an awesome letter with it and all that. I go into all that on the audio podcast, so check out Lawn Care Talk. I released the episode yesterday, and we talk all about this unit. And I read the letter and the whole deal and explain more, I talk about more features of it and everything. But, so potentially my podcast game could really be getting more professional with this unit. But we got some more stuff. Something that y'all are probably very interested in is, so this is my budget. This is my budget mobile charging setup that I'm going to be trying this year. Obviously, I've not tried it out, okay? But, so I got both these on Amazon. So we'll start with the smallest one. We'll open it up. We'll open it up. Thank you to River and Willow for their help.
Yep.
So, just be careful. You're not gonna lose cords or stuff. So all this is basically, so the first thing here, is, so this is a smart charger that can charge lithium batteries. And so basically all this is, a 12 volt battery charger that can charge lithium batteries, because you'll understand in a minute why. So this can charge, you know, obviously I haven't tried any of this stuff out. Probably actually today power it up, charge the battery and stuff and just see how it is. But, so that's the first thing right here. We got this. See if I can get this back in here. And you'll see why in a minute why I'm doing this. I had mentioned about it on my podcast earlier this summer that I was thinking about building this setup. Which again, it's not going to go back perfectly in this box. Y'all know how that goes. So this is it's a smart charger. It's got a digital display, shows how much battery you got and all that stuff. But it can charge lithium batteries. So right here, It's probably not too much to really look at. It's just a 500 watt pure sine wave inverter. So, so this is gonna be your pure sine, just, you know, an inverter here, you know, like pretty basic like inverter. And so what the deal is, I'm not gonna open this right now, but I wanted to show y'all what I'm building here, what I've got going on.
What is this?
It's called an inverter, buddy. So, instead of, hang on, let me slide the big chair. So, you know, a lot of guys in the lawn care community, they'll buy these mobile charging stations, right? Let's say it's the, either they'll buy them or they'll get them sent to them or whatever. You know, like the EcoFlow is like one of the biggest brands. But let's say, you know, there are a lot of people that make them, like Jackery. It's just like an all-in-one solar generator or portable power station, whatever you want to call it. It's basically like a generator, but it's just a battery. And so guys will get that and they'll put in their backseat of their truck, and then they can charge up their equipment, right? Throughout the day, their battery equipment. So what I have done, what I've decided to do, instead of,
Well, look at it.
check this out.
Yeah.
Watch your hand, Willow. So what I have decided to do, instead of buying one of those, buying an EcoFlow, or buying one of these, you know, those type portable power stations, is I have decided to buy a lithium, this is a lithium deep cycle battery, and it is 100 amp hours. This is the BTR Power brand, and it's 100 amp hours. And so,
what brand is it? Lithium?
it's a lithium battery, River, but it's
Bigger?
so it's actually lithium iron
a
phosphate.
giant battery.
So,
What is it for?
so this is gonna be, we're gonna build something with this. So, what this is, it's pretty cool. It's interesting. It's like the plastic box is interesting. It's totally different than just like a regular car battery.
Is there something
feel.
that comes with it?
Well, we're gonna hook up that inverter to it. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna be attempting to do this spring, this summer, is I'm going to hook up the 500 watt inverter to this battery, and with this having 100 amp hours, that translates to 1250 watt hours. And so let's say, you know, that Ryobi battery, it's 144 watt hours.
That's giant.
So you should be able to charge that, you know, or let's just say it was 100 watt hours. You should be able to charge it 10 or 12 times. If it was completely dead, you could charge it 10 or 12 times with this battery. And now that's if it was 100% efficient. You want to come on, or you want to stay with Dada? You can go or you can stay. You want to go? So that's so like you charge that Ryobi battery. You know, so this is 144 watt hours. So you could charge this like 9 to 12 times. But that's if it was 100% efficient, right? So if you had, like, for example, Milwaukee has a charger that is a 12 volt DC charger, like the one you can plug in your cigarette lighter, and you could go, you know, figure out how to get it fitted on here.
You got some more stuff?
You could get it fitted on here.
Do we got some more stuff to open?
Not right now, buddy. So it could be fitted on here with that 12 volt DC charger, and you would get 100% efficiency out of this battery because you're not doing any conversion with the inverter. But inverters are not 100% efficient because it's taking it from 12 volts and then it's converting it to 110 volt or whatever, like, you know, like house power. And during that conversion, there's a little bit of inefficiency there. And so something that I found out, because years ago I tried like a regular, not a LiPo battery, just like a, you know, a regular deep cycle battery, but I tried a 1000 watt inverter. And so what it turns out though is that like a 1000 watt inverter is like it's always ready to unload that 1000 watts. So it's pulling more out of the battery. So what you want to do, so let's say the charger for let's say the rapid charger for like this Ryobi or my Milwaukee rapid charger, the regular one you plug into the house. Let's say, like I think that one, it draws like max somewhere around 300 watts. So you don't want a 1000 watt inverter to run that, because when an inverter is running below 50% max of what it can unload, when you're below 50%, so the efficiency is bad. So like 1000 watt inverter, you'd want to be running something that is pulling 700 watts in order for it to be pretty efficient. So that's something that I'm learning. You know, I'm just learning as I'm going along this. So what I did is I got this inverter because it's pure sine wave, so it's going to be cleaner like electricity waves. So like for sensitive electronics or something like that. And these inverters that are pure sine wave are supposed to be more efficient than just a standard like inverter. And so what I did is, since I knew that I need 300 watts, I got this one that is a max of 500, and so we should be over that 40% of what the inverter can deliver. So that way we're trying to get it as efficient as possible. So all that being said, you will not get 12 charges out of this battery, because there's going to be some efficiency, some inefficiency with this inverter. But let's say I'm guessing I'll probably get like 75% like efficiency. Probably won't get more than that. But if I could leave the house with my Milwaukee batteries, Ryobi batteries, whatever batteries I got, which mainly I run all Milwaukee, as you'll know that, but I even acquired a couple more things. But if I can leave the house with all the batteries charged up, even if this battery can only recharge them 6 or 7 times, that would be plenty enough to get through the day. I can pretty much get through the day with no battery help, like with no extra help, you know, right now. So like if I charge up all my batteries, I can go through my whole work day without charging anything, and I'm pretty fine. So I wanted to get this so I have a bunch of onboard power that's backup. And plus, this is pretty cheap. So this battery, you get this for around 300 bucks. I think I got it like 280 or something like that. This battery, the big battery, which is cheap. Because if you think about it, if you can charge a battery 6 or 7 times with this, you know, if you bought 6 or 7 Milwaukee batteries, I mean, that would be like, you know, be like 1,500 bucks or whatever it is, depending on what size and where you get them and all that stuff. So yeah, that could be 1,500 bucks. This is only 300 bucks, right? So 300 bucks here. This inverter, I think was like, I think it was like in the $60 to $70 range. What?
Hey, where's the manual for the big one?
Oh, it has a manual. It's right under here. If you ever want to see the manual for the, is that you're talking about the book for it? So this was like 60 some bucks, $65 somewhere roughly. I know it was somewhere in there. And then, you know, I had to get a charger that can charge lithium batteries, because like my regular battery chargers can't charge this battery. You got to get one that can charge LiPo or lithium, whatever it is. So that's gonna be my setup. So I'm gonna put this in my back seat, and this is way lighter than like a regular lead acid, like a trolling motor battery or something. This thing is light. I think it's like 20 pounds or something like that. Whereas if it were a lead acid battery, this would be like 60 pounds or something like that. So it's not gonna have much in there. It's just gonna have stuff about the board.
Yeah, I want to.
So don't lose them all. Put them back in here when you get done, okay? So where was I? Oh yeah. So this is gonna be way lighter than your standard lead acid battery. And the fact that it's LiPo, it's gonna deliver you much more, way longer lifespan. Like I said, you're getting, this is 100 amp hours. And your regular lead acid ones, they're not even gonna be close to this amount of capacity. You need, I would say you need at least this 100 amp hour size. But all this being said, so I built a mobile charging setup. I have a mobile charging setup now in the back of my truck for what? What is this? Maybe, you know, 404, you know, so I got 420 bucks, 450, 430 bucks or whatever. With this, with the battery charger to charge this back up at night, and then my inverter, all of it together is still only 400 some bucks. And then I can charge any brand of battery equipment I want, right? So I can charge any brand I want. I can try any brand I want of battery equipment. And here's the other thing. I like to, you know, as you go yard to yard, I like to start the next yard with a fresh battery. So I like to start the yard with a fresh battery. So, you know, I don't want to be like, oh, well, it's got 2 bars, so I can probably make it through this yard. And I probably can, but I want to have this, so like when I get done, I pop it on the charger, and so even if the battery's 60, 70%, I want that, when I start the next yard, I want my battery, you know, the battery on the trimmer, on the blower, I want it to be at 100% when I'm starting the yard, so I know I have plenty of power. So that was another reason why I went with this setup, even just buying more batteries, which I have like 8 or 10 Milwaukee batteries, and I actually bought a 12 amp hour aftermarket Milwaukee battery the other day to try that out too. You know, because you get those for like 65 bucks or something, which is awesome. But anyway, so with all the batteries I have in this, you know, I have pretty much unlimited, you know, like there's no way I could run them dead in a day, the blower or the trimmer or whatever, with this setup. Now, I'm gonna have to figure out some things. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna mount it up and stuff. You know, it's got like threaded parts on the top. So what I wanna do
How do you charge up this battery?
Well, I gotta charge it up with this battery charger right here.
Oh.
But what I wanna do is get like a threaded, threaded thumb screw, and then my inverter, I wanna just like thread it, you know, just thread it into this. It'll be a nice, tight, good connection. Then you just unthread them with your hands, and you bring this in the garage at night, you charge it up. So, budget battery mobile charging setup for your truck. Like I said, you can build this for 430 bucks. That's with the charger to charge it up. That's with the inverter that you need to charge your batteries 6 to 12 times, you know, on your tools, depending on what it is, you know, depending on how big the battery is on your tool, how dead it is. But again, I'm planning on just every other yard, pop out the battery, pop in battery, pop one on the charger. So I'm always like just basically topping it off. So hopefully the batteries will always stay at like 60, 70%. And with this setup, hopefully I'm just topping them off, right? So that's the plan. So I'm gonna be trying this out. I think it's gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be a really good setup. And like I said, it's way cheaper than just buying 1,000,000 batteries. And I like, you know, if you're not having to keep up with 1,000,000 batteries, you know, it's annoying to like, you know, unload 10 batteries at night and bring them into the garage and all that. It's kind of annoying. But this, you know, you can keep all your batteries topped off. You just bring this one battery in the garage, you charge it up, all right? and then you know, be back out that next day. Now, there may be some batteries that are dead or stuff like that that I charge up at home at night. So I'm guessing like I'll charge this up, I'll top this off, and then I'll probably have a couple other small tool batteries that I need to charge up. River, don't take this out of here. I want to leave the strap in here just like that. So I'm guessing that I'll probably have, you know, I'll still probably bring a couple batteries in the garage and charge them up at nights. Probably I still will do that. But you know, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool setup. So that's what I want to do, because I'm even also thinking about even getting a battery push mower too as well, you know, and I can charge up with this. And it's just cool because you can charge this up, and then, you know, you basically can charge with that inverter anything that you can charge at home, any brand of battery equipment, whatever that you want to charge up. Boom, you can just plug it up to the inverter, you can charge it up on the go in your back seat. So so here's the screws. So I think these come with the battery. River pulled them out of here. Be careful, buddy. But I think these are the screws that I'm gonna need to these are the screws that I'm gonna use to put right here. You wanna see it? They're just like a M8. So these are the screws, but then I still need, I gotta make sure I have the right wires for this, the inverter, so that I can just put the loops on here. So I don't really necessarily want the alligator clips just clipped on here when it's riding around on my back seat. I want like a better connection than that.
Now I gotta go get something.
You gotta go get something? Well, don't lose that little washer or anything off there, okay? Because, you know, the red and black clips, I don't know that I really want to like rely on them. It probably would be fine. Another cool thing is these lithium deep cycle batteries. It has a built-in protection, like when it gets too low, it will shut down. Or if you cross the red and black and hooked it on the wrong one, like it's fine. Like, it's so cool. It has what they call a BMS board. So it has like a circuit board in there that kind of is like it's like a smart circuit board. So again, I'm new to all this. I'm experimenting with all of it, but like I said, to build this whole mobile charging setup for 430 bucks or whatever, you know, heck, that's great. That's great. In my opinion, that's awesome. So I'm really looking forward to getting this dialed in. It's gonna be in the backseat of my truck. Again, I can't really do review on it or something like that because I haven't actually used it in the field. But that is the plan. I bought this, you know, tax reasons, you know, I bought it like the last day before the year switched over. Remember, we're just gonna thread these in by hand. No, we're not gonna hammer it. We're just gonna be real gentle with it. We cannot hammer it, we'll break it. So that's it, bud. So this is this. I'm gonna charge this up in the garage today. But I'm gonna have that mobile charging setup. So I want to go down through some of my chats here. Because I haven't done that yet. Green Up Lawn Care, hey brother, hope all is well. Jace Crazy Cuts, what's up, buddy? My man Robert, hope you're doing well. Green Up Lawn Care says, God bless you and your family. Jace Crazy Cuts, that's a good price for sure. Yeah, it's a great price for the blower. Jace Crazy Cuts say he likes all the Ryobi stuff he has. I know a lot of people like the Ryobi stuff that they have. You know, and I know that Jace Crazy Cut's been rocking with Ryobi stuff for a long time, and it's been good. That specific model of blower has intrigued me for a while. River, be sort of quiet, bud, because we're on a video. They can hear that banging. You can do it, just be a little quiet. So that specific model of blower has intrigued me for a long time. The fact that it's quiet and all that. It's got a lot of power and stuff too. So yeah, got that going on. Let's see. Cutting Force Lawn Services, Lawnmower Carly. Hey Tony, what's up? What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing great. He's saying it's an interesting idea. I guess he's talking about the mobile charging setup. But all you really need is these 3 parts, you know, and you gotta figure out the wires and stuff to get them connected together. And then, you know, you're basically off to the races. So So anyway, yeah, so that's why I want to give it a try. Because basically, you know, it's maybe 1/4 of the price of if you just bought one of these EcoFlow stations, which basically just has these 3 components built into one box. And it does make it makes it simpler. You don't have, you know, it's all built into one. You just bring it inside and plug it in. But it is lighter if you just carry this one battery. You know, those big boxes, those things are heavy. So it's a really cool idea. I got all 3 of these parts that I need, and so we're gonna build this mobile charging setup. Lawn Commander said, you check out the Crest tools that equip. I did, that was awesome. You know, still not even on the market or whatever yet, so that's kind of unfortunate, but in coming years, you know, I will consider them. The thing is though, with the Crest tools, is that they don't, the batteries basically, like the runtime stuff's gonna be similar to other tools, right? Or other brands, Milwaukee, whatever. But the advantage they have is just the fast recharge time, right? So it's not, River, don't put stuff down in there, bud. Please don't. Don't. Anyway, so what it is so the they're fine. They're fine. He was filling up stuff inside this fan, and I didn't want him to do that. So the recharge time is really where it shines, right? That's where that brand shines, is on the recharge. Just how fast it can recharge. But they are going to be drawing a lot of amps, right? So the charger that can charge it really fast, so they have the huge battery bank, which is like a ton of money, whatever. It can charge in 8 minutes with that huge battery bank thing. But even if you have their normal charger, it still only takes like 15 minutes in plugging it into your house wall charger, whatever. But it does pull some serious amps, some serious watts. And so I'm like, man, if you're at a customer's house and you plug it in, like, is this gonna make their lights flicker because it's drawing so much current? So these are things to think about with the Crest brand. I guess what I'm saying is the Crest brand is great, and I think I'd be curious to see, you know, what they can do. But is it completely revolutionary? I don't know. I don't know about that. So for now, I think it's way better to just build one of these charging setups. Yeah. So anyway, let me get back to my questions here. So that's the deal with Crest tools. I like it. You know, I'd like to try them out. I gave the guys my info, like, hey, you know, when it comes out, let me know. I like to try out the product, you know, all that stuff. I mean, I don't have any special connections via, you know, YouTube wise. I'm just talking about real life. They'll come out and demo stuff for you. Maybe. We'll see if they come through on that, but I'm like, you know, I gave them my info, so we'll see if they actually do it. But hopefully they will. Anyway, so yeah, Lawn Commander stuff. Ariers, Miles, who are you? I guess he's talking about how are you, and doing pretty good. Doing really good, actually. Mom, how you doing? Hope you're doing great. Billy Goat Lawn Service, possibly a quick disconnect to plug in and out each day and night when charging the large battery. That is a great idea, and that was something I thought about too. I even thought about, so my truck is a Ram truck, and in the back seat, it has these kind of recessed, on both sides it has like this little recessed like toolbox area. It's like a little plastic toolbox. You can like pull it out, it's like a little bin. You could almost like use it for like maybe like a cooler or something, like if you wanted to. I was thinking about, what if I like drilled a hole in the bottom of one of those little inserts, you know, and you could just like have an extension cord that like hangs out, and then at night you could just like pull extension cord out to the truck, plug it in, and just, you know, charge up your battery and just leave it sitting in the back seat. That's something I thought about, and that definitely could work. But the cool thing is I don't know if that will even be necessary, because this battery is so much lighter. Because it's a lithium battery, it's so much lighter than your traditional trolling motor battery that I've grown up with, right? way lighter. I mean, this thing is way lighter. Like, it's not hard. I'm sitting down here at the table and I can pick this up. It's really big, which is weird. This thing is bigger. It looks bigger than like a car battery, but it's light though. So yeah, Billy Goat launchers, you know, that's something I definitely want to work on, is like, you know, kind of, you know, figuring out how to kind of manufacture a, some way to quickly disconnect and stuff like that. Cause that would be handy. The quicker and easier you can make that process go, the better, right? So, I guess that would be one thing that would kind of be good if you just ran like the alligator clips, is because if it's in the back seat, you know, I may try it for a while with the alligator clips. I don't know, like just the ones that come with the inverter or whatever, because you could easily just clamp it on here, and then at the end of the day, boom, take clamps off, take the battery in, you know, clamp your charger on here. But I just don't know. I don't know, you know, they're just not my favorite. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The little jumper cable, little squeeze clamps. Just don't think it's the best. I think it'd be better to have like a little tab, you know, like a little round tab, and I put the bolt through there and even just tighten them up hand tight. That would be better. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I got to figure out how to get the right wires and stuff to make it all work. But yeah, so the cutting force, did you know Ryobi and Milwaukee are the same company? Yeah, so they're so TTI Industries is like the overall, like whatever you call it, like the mother company that kind of makes both of them. So you are correct about that. I mean, the products are not at all the same. They're not even close. Like just the way the batteries are, like I can tell just like having both in my hands, like they're just like completely different design. But yeah, I mean, technically I think they are kind of the same company. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they are. But the product, I mean, it's still not the same. Not saying anything is like, you know, I have nothing bad to say about Ryobi or anything like that. I just bought a Ryobi blower and be testing it out. Long Commander 8-minute charge time. He's talking about the Crest thing. Another guy, Usama Abdu. I'm really looking forward for battery technology to catch up, get lower in price, and be comparable to gas equipment. Nothing is as problematic as gas-powered lawn equipment in all of the trades. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing I love about this battery equipment. Like, you know, I'm just inside my house and I can just press the trigger on this Ryobi blower. You know what I mean? There's no problem like with, no problem with fumes or anything like that. No carburetors, no pull cords, no air filters, no spark plugs, no, you just get rid of all that. And so that is cool. And you got to think about, I mean, if you're a can of 2.5 gallon mixed gas, if you run one of those a week for 52 weeks a year, plus your little bottle of oil, because I did the calculations on what 2 gallons of high quality gas cost, and then your little bottle of steel oil, which I mean I buy it in bulk. I buy it in the case, whatever brand is about the same price. You're gonna couple dollars per bottle, so you're gonna end up spending like $700-800 a year, even if you only ran 2.5 gallons for the whole week. You're gonna end up spending like $800 a year or something on gas. So people say, oh, like the batteries are expensive and stuff for this equipment if you buy a lot of batteries, which that's true, but they are not. You gotta factor in that this gas, the two-stroke gas, is costing you a lot of money. You don't feel it because it's just a few bucks, every day, every week. It's a few bucks that's just kind of slipping out, and you got to do what you got to do. But over time, that two-stroke gas costs a lot of money. So something to think about. I would like to acquire a battery push mower as well. Gonna work on that. But anyway, I want to get this battery charged up and kind of see how this setup works. Maybe I'll have to do another video about that, but I appreciate y'all being on here with me. I mean, this tab on this tube kind of worries me a little bit. Let's see if y'all can see that. See if y'all can see this. Wait for it to catch up here on my end. Like, I want to see what y'all can see. But Let me see if I can. You see how like there's a little bit, the part that's behind the green part is what's gonna hold that tube on. And so it's it makes me a little nervous because you don't have, there's not much to that. It's holding it behind there. Because without that it'd probably blow off. But you know, it is, I'm pretty impressed with how tight this is on here. So you have this whole like 6 inch part where it kind of goes on here. So it's very tight. There's no like wobbling or anything. So it may never even be a problem. What I'm thinking I might do is if it does be a problem, I might try putting like a little bit of glue of some kind inside of here and then shove this on. Thing probably never come off because I don't need to take it off, you know. I just don't need to take it off. So that's just, I don't know, something that's worrying me a little bit. I didn't even know that till right now when I'm opening it with y'all, but yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about things that are not a problem yet, but I'm looking forward to trying this out. So, oh, Jay's Crazy Cuts. I noticed Ryobi and Heart battery stuff looks very similar. So Heart is the brand that's at Walmart. It's a blue and white and black. And does anyone know if their batteries interchange? I think they might. I'm almost, because I've looked into that before too. Because certain times, like their backpack, the battery backpack blower, like go on sale, different stuff. And so it looks exactly the same. I bet they make them for Walmart or whatever. I bet it's just a Ryobi, it's just a different color. So, yeah, I really think that the Ryobi and the Heart batteries would interchange. I haven't, you know, maybe someone else can chime in about that, but my guess is that it will work. My guess is you could probably buy a Heart tool and just take this Ryobi battery and boom, pop it on there. I bet you could. I don't know that for a fact, but I have that feeling, have that funny feeling, right? So I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get off here. I got mess all over the kitchen here now. I'm gonna go try to power up this charger and try to charge up this battery and get this set up ready, and I wanna test it out, you know, when I go out this next week. Obviously, you know, I'm still blowing around a few leaves and stuff. So this setup isn't really gonna be in it's not gonna be utilized fully until we get into spring, but I still wanna kind of just, you know, power up the inverter and power up the stuff and just like, you know, see how it is. So, all right, appreciate you guys. Y'all are awesome. I gotta figure out how to get off here, but yeah, y'all are the best. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by today. Happy Saturday.